This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Before we jump into another traditional draft for Core Set 2020, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can click on their logo in the panel below to be taken to their website, or the link in the description below on YouTube. They'll know I sent you there, and you can get all the Core Set 2020 and or other products you might need. Let's jump in here. Field of the Dead. That's what you hope to open. Being sarcastic, obviously. It's maybe the worst rare in the set. I mean, it's just impossible for it to be anything other than a bad land for your deck because it doesn't produce colored mana. So, you know, Frost Links is nice, but it's pretty much murder. I mean, murder's better than most commons and uncommons in the set. Frost Links is good too, but it's no murder. Kill anything, no questions asked, instant speed, 3 mana. Hard to outdo. Here I think I might take a Frost Links though. Yeah, I mean, I think I like Frost Links more than Silverback Shaman. Those are like the two cards here that I'm really considering. I love tapping things down, so do we want another Frost Links or a Shock? Those are the two main options here. I guess Corpse Knight is maybe in the conversation. I do already have one Frost Links, but Frost Links does get a little less impressive in a deck that doesn't have elemental synergies. Granted, this color pair, if we did end up in Dimir, it is interested in blinking, abusing into the battlefield triggers and stuff. I think pack one, pick one, I would take Shock over Links, but I think because I already have one Links, I'm kind of leaning in that direction. Okay, well, here's a Scampering Scorcher, as well as Lavakin Brawler. The blue cards here are really underwhelming, so I think I'm going to take one of the red ones. So we've already got 2 elementals, so that's good. Should we end up there? Yeah, so is Scorcher better than Lavakin Brawler? It's close. I mean, it as it often does, it depends on where you are in a draft. Lavakin Brawler and Scorcher, like if you really have a lot of ways to pay you off for going wide or putting elementals into play, Scorcher's better. But I think most of the time the Brawler might just be better. I'm going to lean on the Scorcher, though. Let's go with that. Lean towards it, that is. Okay, so Soul Salvage, you know, it's the kind of black card you usually want one of. But I don't think it's strong enough to take here over Reduce to Ashes, which I think is pretty good. I like Rapacious Dragon a lot, more than Scuttlemutt. It sets up fixing fairly well. Okay, well, kind of just leaning towards Metropolis Sprite here, which is unexciting, but there you go. So we could take a Soul Salvage here. Uncaged Fury is a nice trick that can just do lethal out of nowhere sometimes, but blue, you know, Moat Piranhas is okay, but it's certainly nothing special. I think Brightwood Tracker is probably the best card in this pack, but not by a lot. I'm considering taking Soul Salvage here just because the other options are so underwhelming, and if we end up in black, I think having a Soul Salvage will feel pretty good. Okay, well here we're going to take Brineborn Cutthroat, who, it's not that hard to grow. At this point our deck isn't doing it, but it's really not that hard to get some extra value out of it to make it bigger. Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards the Vial of Dragonfire. If I were more certain we'd play black, maybe I would take Blight Beetle, but I'm not so certain about that. That said, I guess there's not a huge chance our Vial makes the cut. And the Beetle, but the Beetle is mostly a sideboard card, to be fair. So yeah, we'll take the Vial. Okay, so I'm not going to play hardcover, I don't think, so let's take this gift on the off chance we go in some wacky direction. Okay, would rather have a Sage's Row Denizen, a Fortress Crab, or our first Undead Servant. I don't think I would play either of these, honestly. So I think taking a black card that I would play if I get like 3 of them is probably okay with me. Wow, that's a pretty strong green card to still be here. This has been a confusing draft, bots. I mean, I think it's enough better than Befuddle that I'm going to take it. It's also good with Scampering Scorcher, should that happen. Zephyr Charge. Ooh. Well, I'm kind of glad I speculated on some black cards because Rotting Regisaur is pretty good. I think I like it more than a second Reduced to Ashes. I think I like it more than Rabid Bite. Even Pack One, Pick One. I think I've gotten to the point where that's true in this format. Yep, I think that's what we'll take. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's clear. I'm very glad we grabbed a few random black cards, plus our murder early. Because now we have Dread Presence, who's really going to push us in the direction of playing black more than basically any card in the format can. So, yeah. Yeah, Boreal Elemental is pretty solid, but I do think... Ooh, another murder. Okay. Well... Alright then, here we'll take an Audacious Thief. I think over Sleep Paralysis. Something to be on the lookout for is Goblin Smuggler, especially if you end up in red as our second color. This pack, huh? Well, I guess Goblin Bird Grabber might be alright. Yeah. Okay, Frostlink's number 3. I mean, Frostlinks is better in a more aggressive deck, but I think we can... I mean, when you've got Audacious Thieves and stuff, I think Frostlinks, it combos really well with it, and that's nice. I think I like it more than the other options here. Okay, now there's a Boreal Elemental. Nah, I think that's where I'm going to go here. And Octoprophet. I guess Blade Brand, though it's... Yeah, I mean, we might play it. Sure, we'll take Vengeful Warchief. Take a Denizen this time. Barony Vampire. Manifold Key. Okay, so I think... And there's a Chandra, of course, to make a second... Oh, there's also a third murder, though, so... Never mind. Yeah, so... I think we're playing blue-black. We could definitely change our mind on that front, but I think for now that's where I want to be. Yeah, Cloud Conceer would be nice, but, 3 murders and 3 Frostlinkses feels pretty good, too. There's a Cloud Conceer, and that is what we'll take here. Ooh, we got our Signpost uncommon. I do think it's better than Frostlink's number 4, but it is kind of close, honestly. Our curve is ugly. We need some 2s pretty badly, but I think we still take Tomebound Lich here. How many flyers do we have? / how much use can we get out of Blood for Bones? I've pretty much given up on red. I mean, in this deck, yeah. So, Blood for Bones. We can't do anything that fancy. I mean, there's a few things we can do. I think Winged Words might just be better. We don't have a million flyers or anything, but we have enough that I think running one is fine. Yeah, so we'll just take the Winged Words. Okay, so we needed 2 drops, and this is a solid one. We're not splashing anything, right? I mean, I guess Splashing Reduce wouldn't be too bad, but I don't think there's any reason to when we have 3 murders. So yeah, we'll take Blood Burglar here. Okay, here I think we'll take Warden of Evos Isle, yeah. Gives us another flyer. So, do we need something like Bone Splinters, or do we need a 2-drop even more? I don't think we're desperate for Bone Splinters. I think I'll take another 2. Just because we are getting near the end of things here, and it might not be good if we don't have what we need. In terms of 2-drops, that is. And now we're up to 4 of them, which is plenty. I mean, more would be good, but I'll take a negate for the sideboard. Okay, another Metropolis Sprite. Works for me. Winged Words also just got a lot better thanks to those picks. Do I already have a Befuddle somewhere? No. You sometimes cite it in, so... Sanitarium Skeleton. Yeah, I mean, if we had taken Bone Splinters and stuff like that, it would have been a little more worthwhile, I think. But as is, I don't think I wanted it. Okay. So, we're not playing Undead Servant, because it's useless. We only have 1 of them. Do I need something like Vial of Dragonfire? Not sure we do. It's either Vial or Blade Brand that we cut here. We didn't find a way to search for the Vial, so I think I'd rather have Blade Brand. We don't have that many creatures that are going to be like good with Blade Brand, though, is the thing. We just have awkwardly sized creatures for using Blade Brand. I mean, it does let you turn anything into a trade and replace itself. So that's alright, but I'm trying to decide if I'd rather run something else. I could run an Abomination at the top of the curve. That's not the worst idea. Also, I guess in cutting, maybe cutting blue cards isn't a bad idea just because the more swamps we can run, the better. But I think we're okay. I mean, 10 is better, but 9 is still pretty good with Dread Presence. Yeah, I think in the end, this is where we'll go. 3 murders and 3 frost lynxes is a pretty good group of commons to have. And then we also happen to have the Regisaur and Dread Presence, so we've got some good stuff going on. Yeah, Dread Presence is super powerful. And that is a mulligan. And that is solid, you know, attack with sprites, kill a guy. Not a bad place to be. Stick a swamp on the bottom. I'm glad to finally play with this guy because he seems real sweet, and I've played against him a time or two. He's probably just what I play next. I mean, he presents some serious issues for the opponent on the ground. He lets us loot. I think Drawn from Dreams is alright. No reason to murder that. I think people play way too many Diamond Knights. I don't think it's ever worth like completely unbalancing your lands, but like considering running like a 10th or a 9th swamp or whatever, it does have some extra value when you have Dread Presence. But if it makes your mana horrible, yeah, I mean, it's a little dangerous to do. Alright, so we'll pitch one of these islands. I don't get why so many people run Diamond Knight. I mean, he's not horrible, but I've seen him... I feel like I've seen him in more decks than I haven't seen him in, which is kind of crazy to me. So we've got Murder, depending on what our opponent does here. I don't think it's as good as Iron Bully in a set without Proliferate and the like. So we're going to go ahead and pump her this time. And yeah, we'll lose the swamp. Iron Bully also has Menace, like, you know, ooh. Risen Reef's annoying, man. It's like you have to use up a kill spell on it just because it's so problematic. It's like, really? That's annoying. Okay, so no blocks, take 2. Yeah, if you have Steel Overseer, obviously it gets a little better. I'm not saying it's unplayable, but it's like a C-, I think, and I've seen it a ton. Should we just cope with the fact that our opponent has Risen Reef and just deal with it? Yeah, I mean, I think I just attack here. They can double block the Lich, and if they do, I think I kill Risen Reef, not Diamond Knight. Yeah. What do I want to discard here? It might just be the Elemental. Yeah, I mean, I think these other cards are going to be more... Wow, we have all our murders. Yeah, I probably will murder it at some point. I think for now, I don't actually have to, though. Our value engine of Tomebound Lich isn't quite as good as theirs, but I think it was better to just go for all the tempo and aggro there because I just didn't have time to do anything with those extra cards if I did. Yep, dude is good. That's for sure. Hard to attack through, pain to block. And that's a good combination when he has an ability like that lets you loot over and over again. Thank you for the follow, Captain Sharky. Right, I think this is a keep. We'd like to draw some cheaper stuff, but we do have a 2-drop, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, an Octo Profit's nice. It is kind of crazy that we had those 3 murders in our hand and never used any of them. Thank you for the follow, Archdemand. What could they have here? Yeah, it's not good. Well, now we can Winged Words this turn, if nothing else. Yeah, they could have Anticipate, but I'm not really worried about that. I was worried, talking about cards that I should be worried about. That I might not be thinking of. Is that Risen Reef gonna rumble here? Yeah. Look at him go. Yeah, Anticipate does seem very likely. So I think we play our Octoprofit and then Boreal Elemental next turn, probably. Could have Unsummon too, I guess, but that also doesn't really worry me a significant amount. Okay, so... Octoprofit. No thank you. We've already got 5 lands. That's pretty much enough for us to be satisfied. We don't have anything that costs more than 5, actually. We don't really have any good mana sinks either in this deck, I don't think. Yeah, Warden Sprite, I guess, would have been pretty good. Harry, that might have been a better line. Yeah, we need to find our removal, which we do have a lot of, so I believe in us. Okay. Well, here, I think because it's not like our Boreal Elemental can attack through this thing anyway, I think going Warden, Cloudkin, Seer is pretty good. Come on, where was one of our 3 murders? Green. If we can just get this spider out of the way. 3 murders and 3 frost lynxes, you know? Surely we can get one of those things, right? 6 mana. Well... yeah, I mean, I think I just go for the flyers. And we wait to draw murder or something else. At some point, it may even be worth attacking and then soul salvaging to get back something. I wonder if they have Bone to Ash. Yeah, Frostlinks will and Murder will. We have 6 total copies of those things. Hey, there's Murder. So they could have Negate, but... I guess we'll make them use it. Nice. Well, now everybody attacks. Play Audacious Thief in our second main phase, or maybe Soul Salvage, but I don't know that we're going to Soul Salvage. Okay. Fair enough. I think I would have killed the Boreal Elemental if I were them, but... Ah. So they're going to kill both our ground creatures here. It's not too shabby. We're gonna take 5. So another murder. Yeah, I guess. Hey, Frostlinks. We knew they were in our deck somewhere. So that's 6 damage. Maybe trying to decide if I want to do the extra damage here, or if I'm going to play Soul Salvage or Frostlinks in my second main phase. 3, 5, 6. I mean, we have lethal in the air anyway. So I think I just let this happen. Then I think I'll Soul Salvage. Get back, what? Audacious Thief and... Sure, the Warden. Well, that should do it, yeah. Yeah, I think people are really overrating Diamond Knight. It is an interesting morning, Schmerl. We didn't get either of our bombs that match. Well, Rotting Regisaur is not really a bomb, let's be real, but we didn't get in either of our rares, I should say. There's our Regisaur. I mean, this is the kind of hand where we could play it on turn 3. And I think maybe on the draw this is keepable. Oh man. I think we can keep this on the draw. Yeah, greedy keep. Yeah, maybe you guys have convinced me. Yeah, okay, fine. Mulligan. Okay, this is better, though not substantially so. But we know we're not going to have mana issues, and that was not something we knew with our other hand. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see whether or not our opponent has multiple miscreants. I'm guessing they do, which is real obnoxious because they get to draw extra cards and stuff. Tomebound Lich will be nice. Yeah, I have one of those too. Oh my god. Didn't click on the right land. Time walked myself, essentially. Not the end of the world. Luckily, they're not like off to a crazy good start, but obviously that's not what we wanted to do. I think we play our Lich. Looting's good. Gaining life's good. Obviously, you can't block these guys, but big deal. Wow, we have drawn a lot of lands lately. Okay, so we definitely attack here. We're not going to be able to block, so... Plus I'm going to play Metropolis Sprite. Boreal Elemental will be pretty good against them. Are they going to unsummon him or something? No. Well, I wish I had Flame Blast or Flame Sweep, that's what it is. What are they going to do? Put an aura on something? That's kind of what it looks like. Maniacal Rage or whatever on a flyer. Flame Sweep hits the opponent's flyers. It doesn't hit your flyers, though, is the, Yep, called that. It does hit flyers, just, not yours. Well, as I say, I definitely blocked that Spectral Sailor. I think I'm pretty happy to trade Metropolis Sprites if that's what our opponent wants to do. Yeah. Yeah, that Frost Lynx will be nice. For now, we're going to attack. Morning Sea Speeds. Yeah, I'd be in a much better position if I hadn't missed that land drop, huh? But yeah, I think we're in all right. We're in all right shape. We still have 3 murders in our deck. It's always nice to know that. Ooh. So, I don't think I bother playing that until I can play a swamp in the same turn, which obviously enough I can't do right now. So, do I attack with my Lich? I don't think I do anymore. I think we're now in more defensive-minded position. I could play Frostlings and tap down Fairy Miscreant. And then I would be able to attack with my Elemental and probably win the race. But I think I'm just going to play Vengeful Warchief. And in my turn. So yeah, I mean, we don't want to play this. How many swamps have we discarded? 2? Maybe should have thought about that, I guess. So we have 5 swamps left in our deck. Oh yeah, it can't block. I forget that Maniacal Rage does that. Good call. Still don't think I would attack, but it is good to remember that. It would still, I mean, the main reason I wanted to tap it down anyway wasn't because I was worried they would block. It was so that the race wouldn't go quite as badly for us. Okay, well. They're all in on the Maniacal Rage plan, apparently. Frostlings is probably going to be our best choice here now. Yeah, those murders would be great, wouldn't they? Luckily, they don't have 3 mana, so we don't have to worry about the trick that just kills us on the spot. Hey! That's what we wanted. Trying to decide if it's worth attacking here with my Lich first. I mean, I don't love trading for the Bird Grabber, but they have to block it with 2 things if they want to kill it. So I am going to attack first with my Lich. Like, I'm happy to kill the Prophet or the Sailor. I'm also happy to kill the, happy to kill the Prophet. I don't have enough mana to do both of those things, Schmerl. Sadly. The question is whether I should hold on to Murder, because, like, what if our opponent decides to put a Maniacal Rage on it again? I guess it doesn't really matter. So, would I rather kill the creature that might be able to gain flying? I don't think so. I think I'd rather kill the big creature. Yeah, if they do have a trick, then Murder would have worked out alright there. What are the chances they have Negate? Higher than I'd like them to be, but we're going to go for it now. They've got Negate. I don't know what else it would be. Unsummoned? No, I guess not. There's the 3-for-1. Which hopefully gets us back in position where we want to be in this game. They can start drawing cards, which is obnoxious, but... Alright. Well... Come on. Mouse. I think my mouse is on the verge of death here. Not good in the middle of the game. Okay. So... Ah! So do we just attack with everything here? I kind of think we do. Then we'll play Audacious Thief in our second main phase. Yeah, I'll deal with the mouse after this match. Mouse situation is not what we want it to be. Well, that's not good. I think it's like actually dead now. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. No, but I really shouldn't I? I should have batteries near my computer. It's brave. I'm really hoping I draw a swamp. That's what we really need here. Alright. So, I think just my guy on the ground attacks. I guess Audacious Thief can attack too. I'm going to play 2 other ground creatures, so... Audacious Thief loses us life and all, but... My God. Horrible timing. This is not cool. Yeah, I think the mouse is dead now. I think the only thing I can do is go rush and get batteries. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Well, that sucked, but I have a battery now. Yeah, I don't think we could attack with all. I think it was safer to not attack with all. But yeah, I would have played Vengeful War Chief and both the spells in my hand, so... Pretty frustrating to not be able to do that. Okay, yeah, single swamp would be great. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're actually dead, and if they don't block here and attack with everything next turn. Oh no, never mind. We have Boreal Elemental. We're not completely dead. My mouse wanted to give my opponent the game, clearly. I was gonna say, if they like do some crazy block here, then we might be pretty happy. Bloodburglar gaining us some life would be nice. We only have 2 swamps in the graveyard, but yeah, we do have a lot in our graveyard. So Blood Burglar is definitely going to attack. I mean, even if he dies, I think gaining 2 life is... And then plus I have Blade Brand, so he might not die. I mean, if he does die, he's going to do something about it, is what I'm trying to say. It's the first time I've had my mouse straight up die. Usually it starts having performance issues, and I remember to change my battery. This time it had them like for 2 minutes, and then it was just dead. So that was fun. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna attack with those guys. No, I don't think of the Thief. So if they double block with their Spitfires, Blade Brand's gonna be nasty. Even if they single block, I think we use Blade Brand on our Blood Burglar. Tongue twister. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... Whoa, why would we tap our mana that way? Auto tapper? What are you smoking? Okay, we got there despite our issues. I'll be right back. Was that the same match where we screwed up a land drop? I think it was. I don't know how we won that. We time walked ourselves twice actually in that game. Maybe that's a good sign. Yeah, this is a keep. So Blood Burglar, Tomebound Lich is a good start. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have attacked with the Thief. The race was tight enough that losing 1 life was a little concerning, especially because I had, like... I didn't really need anything more desperately. I mean, a swamp might have been interesting, but... Okay. Boker Tov, Servant of Evil. Yep, seems like a pretty solid deck so far. Okay, so I think we go ahead and attack with our Burglar. We're okay with the trade. It's a 2-for-1, but gaining the life back is pretty relevant. Yeah. Then, I think we play our Tomebound Lich. And I think I discard Blade Brand, yeah. Are they gonna go all in here? Might as well attack with the Miscreant too, honestly. So I think I probably want to play my Thief now. I can set up stuff nicely with my Frostlinks if I do that. We're going to attack first though, and we're probably going to discard... I don't know what we're going to discard if we hit here. Soul Salvage maybe? I mean... I don't love discarding it, but... Oh, we draw first, don't we? Yeah, we do draw first. Yep, they did print some nice commons here. Ooh, yeah, but it has Death Touch. I mean, okay. I'm on board with this plan. Gives us a 2-for-1. I think we do want to play our thief here. Easier to set up going forward. Glad we're not red. Well, now I don't even really need to use Frostlinks. I could just play my own Sprite, potentially. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to use Frostlinks now. I mean, we can save it for a more impactful turn. They can't use their red trick on that if that was their plan. Because, yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to play Metropolis Sprite. Okay. I could play Frostlinks here, but I think just attacking again with our Thief is fine, and then playing Boreal Elemental, I think that's better. Best our opponent can do is trade with the Thief, so... Speaking of pushed commons, we have 3 of these and 3 of these, and they're both... Like, this wouldn't be a surprise to be an uncommon, and neither would this in most sets. Although this has been common several times. So they're going to trade, but it's a 3-for-1 at this point. And I think we just let it happen. Right. Now let's find out if they have Bone to Ash. Feels like this should be a snow creature. They don't. I'd rather, yeah, Convolute. I'd much rather have a spell Convoluted than Bone to Ash, so I'll take it. Double Cerulean Drake, huh? Probably Soul Salvage on our turn. Get back our Lich. Yeah, that looks like the plan. Thanks for the follow, Waffles. So, let's attack. They can double block, but I can kill both of them by pumping my guy. So, my gal, rather. Okay. Plus, we also have Murder if we really want to mess our opponent up one way or another. Wow. I didn't really think that was going to happen that way. So, yeah, I think we get Tomebound Lich and Boreal Elemental back. We could have gotten a 2-drop, but these cards are so much better that... I'm not sure. Our opponent has been playing in an interesting fashion this game. They haven't done... I mean, the double blocks and stuff have been weird. Letting themselves get 2-for-1 several times has been weird. Yeah, let's just play the big guy. They're going to need something pretty incredible given what our hand looks like to get out of this. Yeah. And they realized that. Oh, excuse me. Yep, I've liked M20 so far. Been on a better streak lately. First. No, thank you. Oh, man. Looks like we're going to 5 here. Okay, keep 5. So I think we go Frost Links Island. I mean, we're going to need the Audacious Thief to do some things for us to overcome the way our hand looked. Oh, that was a nice draw. Drawing lucky will also help us overcome our hand. Potentially, anyway. Bird grabbers everywhere, man. So I think we want to attack here. The main reason being I want to keep the board clear for our friend Audacious Thief. Right, so I think, man, yeah, I think we just go for the attack here and hope we draw something. Ouch. So we could use murder, but I don't think we do. Uh-oh. That on an empty board. She's not especially good most of the time, but on an empty board, she's a problem. Okay. I don't have any spells to copy yet, at least. That's fun.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Okay. Oh, I think we go Frost Links on Spitfire. Attack Chandra.
Hey, go easy. I'm training here.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and murder the Overseer.
We can do this together.
Murdering here seems like a little crazy, but at the same time, yeah, okay. We're not going to do it because it is crazy.
What the heck?
Thing is, now they can grab a Vial of Dragonfire to kill either of our creatures. So maybe killing it would have been worth it. Thank you for the follow, Sakira50.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
Right, so now we can murder the Spitfire. We'll play our Lich first, actually. Yeah, it can get back Chandra, that's true. That is true. Got our Regisaur, which will be nice. Yeah, it's okay. Do they have negate? So yeah, they can get back Chandra here, but it's not a huge deal. This isn't like a really good Chandra. She was a little bit of...
happy right now.
I mean, consider the fact that our board was like empty when they played it, and how much Chandra actually did. I mean, they have to give up a whole card to get her back, which is a pretty real cost. They may even get back their Phoenix. I don't know. I mean, the Phoenix might matter more here. Nope, they wanted Chandra. I mean, when she gets to be problematic is when they have spells to cast from their graveyard. Luckily for us, they haven't had that. Ooh. I guess I'm kind of glad they played that before I played my Regisaur. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I was not trying to mute you. Just attack you. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? They clearly have something. I just don't know what it is. Because they would have played something. There's 6 mana, like draw a card spell. Oh, I should have done one more damage there. Do they have like Flame Sweep? I mean, it doesn't really matter because my Regisaur is still alive. I'll have to discard this anyway. So there's no reason to worry ourselves about it. Just play the Sprite and hope they don't have Flame Sweep. That's what they have. That's a card I think is underrated by a lot of people. Look, this is Golem City. I'm glad I killed that Steel Overseer. Hopefully they can't get it back anytime soon. Ooh, they can attack me with all 3 of those. Yeah, that feels good. I'm gonna kind of have to chump block. Under Seer in. Yeah, they may just be able to finish us off, unfortunately for us. Chandra can get back. Oh, no, she can't. Can she? She says 3 or less. Yeah. Good. They have the really good Chandra too.
Decent enough pyromancer?
Well, she's the second best Chandra. This is third best. The mythic rare one is. So that means we're dead.
I'm gonna try something new.
Yeah, that does mean we're dead. Chandra, Chandra, Chandra. This might be a matchup where I would side in that one in a blue counter target legendary spell or activated or triggered ability. Based on what they had, that would be pretty good. I don't know how we ended up with such a mediocre sideboard in a format that has lots of good sideboard stuff going on. But we kind of did. Yeah, Tails End. If I had that, I'd side that in against this opponent. Of course, it's a rare. Like, the time where it actually lines up where you play against someone where it's worth siding in and you get it is pretty low. Oh, yeah, Negate probably would have been worth bringing in. Yeah, you guys are right. Most likely. I should have brought it in. This is pretty good. We have turn 3 Regisaur again. Which, sure, it'll go after our hands. Well, we actually didn't get it on turn 3 last time. But if it's allowed to stay alive, it's going to do some damage, literally and figuratively. So, is it going to be worth flashing in my Cutthroat just to kill this thing? Probably not, but I think we still leave the mana up to do that. To play our Cutthroat, that is. Yeah, if there's a game 3, we'll bring in Negate. A little more smartly. Alright, yeah, I mean, I think we just go for it with Regisaur here. And I think we can offer up this trade again. Or we'll just do 2, that works too. Not a lot of ways for a red deck to kill a Regisaur here. So this card is Swamp. So I think we probably just go for it with these Frost Lynxes. And I'm going to hold on to this Swamp to discard 2. Seems reasonable. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. We're gonna go like this. And tap down Bird Grabber. And attack with both of those. And end our turn. Alright, now we play Frost Lynx. Again, another one. Curious to see what they have here. I think it's pretty clear they have something. Maybe they don't. Hold on to this Swamp again. Yeah. If he had Trample, 4 mana, 5 mana maybe. I could see 4. But like 2 black at least, so he's a little more challenging to cast. We're discarding all our swamps again. We're probably going to draw Dread Presence. Okay, so they're going to do that plus Shock, I'm guessing, is their plan. Seems like a safe guess. I'm gonna go to 1 here. So I can use Blade Brand as a cycle that also makes our Cutthroat bigger at the end of their turn. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, so they can recast Shock,
Start some fires.
which is pretty annoying. Yeah.
What do we always say? Fight fire with fire.
I wish it was enough to save it. I don't think we can draw another card that will help us save it, though. Okay. Drawing Murder there is good, though. Yeah, so I think we just go for the Murder. Alright. So yeah, bring in Negate. In cut, probably Blade Brand, honestly. Right, seems solid. Another turn 3 Regisaur is obviously pretty good. Yeah, I know Befuddle also cycles. I'm not super impressed with it in a set that doesn't really have a Spells Matter deck. I think Blade Brand's better in terms of something that always that cycles. Well, in a weird way, we kind of wouldn't mind them playing a spell here, because I don't imagine us leaving up mana for Negate for very much longer. Because we're going to be playing spells from here on out. Because, yeah, we just slam Regisaur now and see what happens. So they're going to search up... yeah, play Regisaur. They're going to search up probably... Vial of Dragonfire. I wouldn't mind if it was Heart Piercer Bow, because Heart Piercer Bow is kind of crappy, especially against our deck. They got a Heart Piercer Bow. Okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, well, let us get rid of a swamp. And let's just attack here. We can negate if they try to use a trick or something. Yeah, then I think we play our Thief. Should have played an island there, but looks like Thief gets shocked. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think Blade Brand's better. I think Blade Brand's better in most sets than Befuddle. I'm never a huge Befuddle person. It's definitely better in a deck that has lots of
So many new worlds.
yeah,
So many opportunities
ways to
get
take
lost.
advantage of things.
I call my fists Pyromaster and Firebrand.
Well, that's interesting. This all-in aggro plan's a little surprising to me. Yeah, we're gonna lose our island. So, we're just gonna attack Chandra. I think that's the wise thing to do, but maybe it isn't. Huh. With Frostlinks in our hand, maybe it's just better to attack them down to 6. We have the time. I think we can just go ahead and kill her. think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of my negate next. This reminds me of Manticore. Masticore? Masticore. That's the card. Alright, yeah. So maybe I hold on to negate to protect my creatures, honestly. But it's hard to hold on to once you've got a Rotting Regisaur anyway. Like, I can't wait for an opening. Yeah. Ooh. So we've already seen 5 of our swamps. There's 4 left in our deck. So Frostlinks may actually just be better. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you ever want to be running 3 to 4 bows. Like, sure, sometimes it'll be good, but it's pretty hard to make that all work out. Yeah, so we'll tap down the Bird Grabber. No. I'm never going to get behind the bow. It's definitely not insane. That's just, like, so inefficient. Sure, it kind of ends up cool. Maybe our opponent's about to do it and just, like, own us, I guess, but I think I'd rather be grabbing vials of Dragon Fire, like, basically all the time over Heart Piercer bows. Yeah, fun is a better word than insane. That's true. Regisaur for the win in that match, pretty much. Sums that up. Yeah, when I first saw the name Goblin Bird Grabber, I was worried he was going to be like crushing a bird, but obviously he's grabbing onto a really, really large bird. So that works. I'll be right back. I am back. Yeah, the Obnixilis' cruelty. The fact that it was like the best comment in the set are up there anyway. Plus it had it Obnixilis torturing a bird was not cool for me, but you know, it's whatever. It's just art. And I mean, they're trying to convey that Obnixilis is a horrible person. Or demon, or whatever he is. And they did a good job of that. Can we keep this on the draw? That's the question. I mean, we have 3 draws to hit an island and or more cards we can play with black mana. Yeah, I think we can keep it. Hey, look at that. So, probably just better to play Blood Burglar. We may just find something more useful to do with Brineborn Cutthroat. Like, flash it in to kill something. So that's the main reason I took the route I did. Back-to-back Chandra people.
I've learned a bunch of new burn spells to try on you.
Interesting.
Find your fires of passion within.
I think we go ahead and attack her.
I thought this was a sparring match.
Then we'll play our Lich. Then we'll discard a Swamp. Yeah, we haven't gotten to do anything with Dread Presence yet.
Fiery friends.
I mean, I just take 2 here. There's no reason to risk my Lich. So hopefully we can Frostlinks whatever they play and kill Chandra. Oh, or maybe not. Okay.
I'm telling the abbots.
The Abbots of Corral Keep. I think she's referring to. So if that's all they got, we're going to kill Chandra.
Hey, these little guys are great.
After she does a couple more damage. This is funny because it's the first time I've played against or with this Chandra, and she's performing about like I thought she would, which is to say she's like an okay card, but nothing special. So we'll Frostlings to Spitfire and kill Chandra. You do want to kill her though, I mean her most powerful ability to recast spells is a real problem, so.
Time to sleep for a week.
So we can raise our Cutthroat's power should we, well, not just its power, its stats, more generally. Okay. So we should definitely leave mana up for these instant speed things to be used, potentially on their turn. Hold on to Frostlings for now. Risen freaking Reef. Probably gonna have to murder that thing. Certainly will in response to another elemental. Yeah. Good thing they never had Chandra and Risen Reef together, because that's a disgusting combo. Do we hold on to Blade Brand? I think we do. Ah, crap. I didn't play my links. Alright, well, I still think we attack, but I definitely should have played my links there. Was not wise. I think, yeah, maybe it is the best uncommon. Maybe it is. So I think we go for the Blade Brand here. They might have Shock. That's not the end of the world. That's not going to help, man. That's the second time today we've had a person really weirdly use Infuriate. I don't know why they're doing it. We'll play our Warden here. Hello, Syscoms. Okay. And okay again. Sure. Just hope they don't have a board sweeper. Flame Sweep would be pretty good. Wouldn't solve all their problems, though, so... Neither does Dungeon Geists. That helps. Hold on to this swamp in case we draw our Dread Presence. I've yet to see someone really use that card effectively. I think it's possible, but I think it's more of a challenge than I would like it to be, because it looks like a really fun build around to me. It's one of the cards I was most excited to try. Well, that will draw you a card, but I think it also means you're dead. Yeah, Wolfkin Bond is like a super combo with it between the Scry and everything else. All right. Is this a matchup where we want negate? I mean, we did see Chandra, but I don't think that's quite enough for me at this point. Yeah, growth cycle, all that stuff. I mean, I think the dream scenario you end up in with it is where you have like 4 Rabid Bites, because those are cards that are always good, right? You don't need to have the extra value coming for them to be good. And then you have like, you know, 3 to 4 tricks or auras and things like that. I mean, I also think that Wolfkin Bond is always worth playing a couple of in a green deck if you get them. Thanks for the follow, no other. But this is a pretty good hand. But you can't really play a bunch of them because they cost 5 mana, so it's doable. It's just hard to do. Okay. Let's play the right land here. Be a little more careful. We gonna eat a shock or a plummet here? Plummet. Hello, LJ Cruz 85. Glad you love my content. Thanks for watching it. Okay. So, Tomebound Lich it is. And get rid of an island, actually. Mainboard Fry and mainboard Plummet is pretty risky, but obviously it's working out for our opponent here. Okay. Well. Do you have another kill spell? Ooh. May as well be. That's almost worse than a kill spell. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the swamp. Then we're gonna cast Winged Words. Okay. See you later, Octoprophet. Attack for 7. They block, of course. I think we play our Dread Presence here. Yeah, that is more Bird's Cruelty for sure. Dread Presence may be about to die, but I think that's okay. Maybe not. So, I think we get rid of our Thief. Yeah. Right, then I think we play Frostlings. And I think we attack with everything. I mean, you know, it'd be nice to get something else out of Dread Presence, but I don't hate this plan. So, probably Brineborn Cutthroat. I think I just attack with both and then murder the Mammoth Spider. Maybe I just hold on to my hand as is, actually. Yeah, Frostlinks is awesome. I'm a pretty big fan of Frostlinks in most formats. Do I play Boreal Elemental? I mean, if I do... Yeah. I don't think we do. I think we hold on to... I think we use Murder at the end of their turn on something. Maybe on Mammoth Spider, but maybe on something else. And then discard the land and hope we draw a land and can just play our Elemental. I think we just take this. Finally, we get to play our guy, our elemental. I guess we don't know the gender here. Yeah, this set's a more normal set. Or the Spark was not a normal set. What, 2 mainboard plummets? Like, what's happening here? Strange. Good chance we just have to discard. Ooh, that was convenient. Thought we might have to discard what we drew, but... Yep, he's been an overperformer. I think I give him a C+, and I think he's more like a B-. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference. Risen Reef is trying to get them out of this. Seems improbable, but... Yeah, there's still really no reason to attack with Frostlinks, is there? I guess Frostlinks could have made them block a little uglier. I'm gonna hold on to the... Oh no, no reason to. I keep forgetting that there's no reason to. Yeah, I mean, I think the Seer is better than Frostlinks. I think it's close, though. I mean, I said that in my best commons and uncommons video, that it's like... I don't know. They're both really good, though. So, 4-0. Pretty good run with this deck. Turns out 3 murders and 3 lynxes, plus having, you know, Regisaur is pretty good. Dread Presence hasn't done anything, really. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, I'm always a Frostlinks fan. Alright, this is reasonable. This having Scry makes it way more keepable than it might have otherwise been. Because even if we sort of flood out early, the Octoprophet later will set us up pretty nicely. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play the Sprite. I don't play much Constructed these days. My favorite Constructed deck ever is probably one called Eminent Domain, which is from, like, Ravnica Kamigawa Standard. Yeah, so we'll attack here. I wouldn't mind coaxing them into attacking us with that Scuttlemutt and ambushing it with my Brineborn Cutthroat. It was like a blue-red land destruction deck, basically. The deck I'm talking about, Eminent Domain, from like 2005, 2006. Attack with that Scuttlemutt. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, so... definitely attack with the Sprite. I don't think I want to attack with the Cutthroat here. And we're just going to do one, because we want to play Octo Prophet. Ponza in general, red-green Ponza I like too. I like land destruction, obviously. Okay, another Frostlings works for me. I think the Cutthroat's pretty solid. This isn't the best deck for it. I've had other decks that were really, really good for it. This is not one of them. It's fine, but yeah. So Frostlinksing the Boreal Elemental is pretty elementary, I think. Question is whether I also want to attack with my Cutthroat. I don't think so. There's a good chance we just use Blade Brand at the end of their turn to give this a counter and cycle us a card. It depends on what they have going on. Yeah, I mean, they basically decided to stop doing good land destruction in Standard. I also think Psychotog is a really cool deck. Son of BMW, like one of the cooler control decks ever. Just because the win condition is so wacky. Do we bother with Blade Brand? I don't know if I do. Yeah, I don't. So we're going to hold on to this swamp just in case we draw our friend Dread Presence. So you guys are all going to attack. See what happens. We are cool with that plan. Do you have a trick? You do have a trick. And it's not one I can do anything about. Okay. Definitely should have pumped my Sprite there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end our turn. Puts the counter on the Boreal Elemental. Okay, so I think we do Frostlinks again. I'm just going to attack with everything here. I think playing Audacious Thief is worth it enough that I'm not going to pump my Metropolis Sprite this time. Kamigawa, you know, yeah, it has tons of problems, but it wasn't the worst limited format. It was fine. It wasn't great, but... oh, man. Pulse of Marasa there is pretty nasty. They're gaining all this life, and we're kind of out of resources at this point. We haven't been challenged much with this deck so far, but this opponent, I think, not only is challenging us, but is definitely favored to win this game right now. Such a large arboreal elemental. Ooh, now we can just kill it. Okay, so let's attack with everything again. Okay. Keep missing the 1 damage on Metropolis Sprite like an idiot. Okay, don't tell me you have negate. Negate's not allowed here. Oh, man. Soul Shift was a mechanic where if a creature died that was a spirit, it had a Soul Shift value, and whatever... You could return a spirit from your graveyard to your hand who had converted mana cost less than or equal to that. My turn. Okay, well, back to the Frostlings plan, I guess. Didn't actually mean to do it then, but we are attacking with her. We're gonna wait to do it, but it doesn't really matter. We're holding onto this swamp. Dread Presence is in our deck somewhere. So holding onto swamps seems... Oh man, that's not good. Yep, it was expensive, but in limited, 6 mana for a Hill Giant that gets you back a creature from your graveyard isn't that bad. I mean, it is when it dies, so that's annoying, but it's not too bad. So they have Pulse of Marasa and Negate. Ooh. Do this while we can. Do we get Frostlings? I kind of think we do. Should have tapped my mana differently, of course. Auto tapper. It's a type of very narrow recursion that is definitely overcosted. I mean, it was... If you watch my worst mechanics video, it's one of them. But it was terrible for constructed and not terrible for limited. I mean, there were some legitimately good cards. Yeah. I don't think Battle for Zendikar was horrible, but it might be the worst one in the last, like, 5 years. That might be true. Rotting Regisaur. Well. What are they going to get back with Pulse of Marasa? So they can keep getting back their Scholar, which is a joy. And then the Scholar gets back Pulse and something else. Yeah, we'll let this happen. I think they really have me in a corner here. Oh, I've played all my swamps too now like an idiot. I mean, I think I kind of had to for a turn like that, but I'll probably draw a Dread Presence now. Green wasn't as unplayable as people say it was, Owls. Like, it was bad, it was worse, but when nobody was drafting it because they believed it was the worst color, I drafted a ton of really good green decks. They're actually on YouTube, if you can put up with the worst audio and video quality. There were a lot of really powerful green uncommons, and if you got all of them, like Brood Monitor and stuff, your deck was good anyway. So there was definitely this window where everyone, was like, "Oh, I'm just never going to draft green again." And during that time, oh, get back Scholar of the Ages, yeah. During that time, things were pretty great. Yeah. See you later, Blade Brand. Okay. So I think I just attack with everything here. Would have been kind of nice to still have that Blade Brand, but, what are you going to do? Alright, we've got them down to 2, but they have Pulse of Marasa. They're going to go back up to something. Tendershoot Dryad was in Dominaria, Zach, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Is there another? Interesting. Tendershoot Dryad was an Ixalan. Okay. Ugh. We'll murder this big creature. Probably should have waited till I attacked. I'm just, I'm so like, oh yeah, well, they have negate anyway, so. It's just, this game is so disheartening because I don't really think we have any way we can get out of it. Kind of considering just scooping for the sake of the stream and moving on to the next match, because they're just going to keep looping Scholar of the Ages with nonsense over there. Negate and Pulse of Marasa. See what we draw here, and we're going to go ahead and scoop. We have no way out. Our opponent has us basically in a trap that we're never going to get out of, so. Probably do want negate, and probably cut Blade Brand again. We could have kept playing that out, but who knows how long it would have taken them to kill us. A while. Hey, I forgot to turn on my, better lighting. Huh. Whoopsies. Yep, negating negate could matter. Negating Pulse of Marasa certainly can matter. It can break up that combo. Play first. Ugh. It's risky, but this is the hand that could definitely run them over. I just need to draw any kind of land, and I think I'm in business. So I think we can keep it. I thought about mulliganing, but any land will do, whether it's an island or another swamp, to try to help us sort of run our opponent over early. Island is better, obviously, so. I think we definitely lead with the Regisaur. And say, something you can do about this? Hopefully they don't have the aura. Like, that's when they really get you with your Rotting Regisaur. If they tap him down forever and you still have to keep discarding cards. Doesn't feel so good. See you later, Octoprophet. So I think we attack with our Regisaur. They're gonna take the hit. Kind of considering Audacious Thief over Cloudkins here, yeah. The two actually kind of combo together. In the sense that, you know, this draws me cards, this makes me discard cards. Alright, so Vengeful War Chief. Okay, well, we attack. Then we probably play Cloud Conceer. Why are you afraid to draft premium removal? Is that a joke? If it is, I don't get it. Okay, so we could murder that, but I think we're okay with the 2-for-1, honestly. Especially because it lets us play our Cloudkins here. Probably got to chuck this elemental, most of all. Boreal elemental, specifically. Just said elemental. Could be a lot of elementals. But yeah, we're going to get rid of Boreal. Then we're going to play Frost Lynx. Tap down Rapacious Dragon. What are they going to do with that mana? Oh, let's see. Let's see what you're going to do with that mana. Okay, well, if you want to go for a double block, I think I'm okay with it. Don't think we've won yet, thanks to that Autumn Veil, or Spring? Summer? Veil of Summer. In my head, the art for it is so folly, but, like, it's not. Well, I have to pay too much for murder now. I have to draw another card, basically, to be able to murder things. So I'll play our Warden. And end our turn. Have they stabilized? Well, we can get back our Regisaur, so that's interesting. I'm kind of considering attacking with Frost Lynx here. I may be able to trick them into taking it. And if they don't, I can Soul Salvage in my second main phase to get it back. And then Frost Lynx is actually pretty effective at dealing with Boreal Elemental, whereas our other stuff isn't so much. Yeah, we'll see if they can negate. We'll see if they can negate right now. Okay, so I think we get Regisaur and Frost Lynx. I'm really happy we got to trade for a card and then Soul Salvage. Like, a chump block would have been a problem, but they were worried about Blade Brand. Which we cited out, but they don't know that. Hopefully they don't have their Scholar. I guess it's not amazing right now. It just gets back Veil, but the Veil is pretty good against us. Yeah, they do have their Scholar. So they're going to get back their Veil. That's all they can get back. But they can't use it now, and I think that means we go for the Frostlinks now. They had to play the Scholar just so that they wouldn't die there, because Frost... Oh, no, never mind. That wouldn't have killed them. Just kidding. Interesting. So we know they have Veil of Autumn. Well, we just attack with everything. Unsummon. That does give me an opening to murder. And I think we kill the flyer for sure. Takes all my mana, but... Oh, shh! They still have 1 green mana! That was a huge mistake. Oh, man. Big mistake. The only good news is... Well, yeah, the only good news is I do have Frostlinks, and I think we still win the game because of it, unless they play a land in their second main phase, in which case I'm screwed. Yeah, Swamp wins the game too, that's true. So, Frostlinks. It was my plan all along to get that stuff out of their hand. That was the plan all along. Seems solid. Will Dread Presence ever get to play a Swamp in this match? In this draft, actually, not just this match. He hasn't yet. To profit. Yeah, in this draft it's been better. Hey, look, we can actually hold on to that Swamp, hopefully. I think we go ahead and play our Warden so we can start reaping the discounts. They already have 5 mana. I'm not thrilled about that. Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately we kind of have to... Well, maybe we don't. Let's play our Seer first. Yeah. Cost 1 less. Aha! So we can play a land this turn. And then next turn play our Dread Presence and actually play a Swamp afterwards. How about that? Seems pretty good. Kill Scuttlemutt, probably. Alright, so I think we go for it. They could have Convolute, but it's whatever. Ah, they do. How mean. Our opponent doesn't want us to have any fun. We do have 1 soul salvage, so maybe we can get it back later, but... Okay, so we're gonna have to play our Swamp, I think. So I think we play our Frostlinks. Ugh. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna murder the Wave Crasher in response. Okay, so they're tapped out. I'm gonna play Tomebound Lich first here. And yeah, I think we discard the swamp. Being blue-black and having to play against Veil of Summer is a pain. Wow. 2, 4, 6, 8. We can attack for 9 if we murder that. Ooh, that negate's gonna be nice. Is it worth attacking for 9? I mean, I can almost attack for 9 anyway, without murdering. So I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I just attack with everything. And they kill something, I'm sure, yeah. But then they take 7, and we get to loot. Yeah, we're gonna have to discard that island. Because their spells that they got back that we're probably going to want to negate are only reactive, like they're not going to play them on their turn most likely, I think it's best for us to just play the big guy here. I mean, they could have a kill spell or something, but I think that's okay. So we can murder and negate a Convolute, if that's what we need to do. Ooh, that is... Or negate a Veil of Summer. Yeah, that kind of works for me, I think. Oh, except they can cast both, can't they? Yeah, they've got 6 mana. Well, we're gonna have to do it at some point, so... yeah, I mean... I think we wait until they don't have both of them. So, yeah, they've got the mana, so I think we just let that get countered. And then, you know, I think attacking with Tomebound Lich is a reasonable thing to do here. Is it, though? It's not. No, no, no. Blarg. Spells you control can't be countered this turn. Mother effer. I don't know what we're gonna do. Get owned, basically. That's our option here. Alright, I'm gonna attack with my Tomebound Lich. Let's see what happens. So they probably have Pulse of Marasa, and they're about to set that nonsense up again, and I can't even negate. I can't even use negate to get out of it. So I think we're in some serious trouble here. Getting back our Dread presence would be good, but they almost definitely have a Pulse here for Scholar. Oh, or they can use their Salvager of Ruin. Yeah, that's gross too. Yeah, Veil of Summer can be negated, but if I try to counter something else, they can Veil of Summer in response. That's what I'm trying to say. However, I think here we've got our opening to murder and then negate Veil of Summer, hopefully. 4/6 mana. Yeah, I mean, and then they play Scholar of the Ages to get it back, so it doesn't really matter. They have us in a hole again. May just be best to scoop again for the sake of the stream. So we can go on to our other try at winning the 5th match, because I don't think we can get out of this lock, which is really sweet. This is definitely the sweetest version of this deck I've seen so far in this format. Thank you for the follow, Clayfacer. So we'll see what they do here. Conceding may be the best use of both ours and our opponent's time, though. What are they doing with all the red mana? Alright, well now it's time to try to murder that, because obviously it ends the game like on the spot. So I think we go for the murder and then negate Autumn's Veil or whatever. What do they have, a Convolute? Just to destroy us? Wow, yeah, that's game. This that was rough. Very sweet deck, opponent. Let's take another crack at winning a 5th. Right, I do think this is a keep. It's not an awesome one, but it's passable, I think. Yeah, we beat it one game because we got it fast. We played Regisaur on turn 3. That's basically why. We had to play the Regisaur on turn 3 to beat them, more or less. Thief. We can set him up with some murder next turn. Oh yeah, we definitely want to murder that anyway, so... Waiting to do it until their turn might be a little tempting. Oh, are we actually going to get to do it this time? Let's hope so. First, let's murder this Tomebound Lich. Oh man, they discarded an Undead Servant, which could be bad news. Play an island. Let's see if we can finally go off with Dread Presence. Kind of hope our opponent taps out. They don't tap out, but, oh man. I think we do lose a Swamp here, as annoying as that is. Frostlinks is better than Swamp. Okay, well, we're going to have some good attacks here. Because I think it's going to be best to go ahead and kill the Prismite. So, 2 to the Prismite, which lets us attack with both of these. Which draws us another card. Look, Dread Presence did something, guys. How about that? See if it survives to do anything else. Yeah, we'll hold on to the Warden. So if we get to Frostlinks this Burglar now and attack with our Thief again... Ooh. Hello. Okay. Alright, Dread Presence! Dread Presence wins the game for us. Pretty much single-handedly. And that's a mulligan. And that's reasonable. Probably put Octoprofit on the bottom. Okay. Thank you for the follow, P-Boyer2. I really don't want to lose a land here. It's too risky to lose a land. Yeah, I'll lose Winged Words, which is annoying because it could help us hit our land drops, you know, but what are you going to do? Presence is real great and limited. I think he might even have a shot in Constructed in like a black control deck, since you never have to tap, you know. And if you're not ever tapping, you're going to feel like you're in pretty good shape. Okay, so actually we can try to hold off on playing that swamp, which I think is wise. Play our Audacious Thief here instead. Winged Words is divination pretty much, yeah. Okay, so I think we are going to be able to play Dread Presence next turn. We could play it now, but like we said earlier, we want to play Swamp first. So we're going to do this. So yeah, we are going to play a Swamp this turn so that next turn we can play Dread Presence and then a Swamp. God, that card's annoying. Really interferes with our plans here, that's for sure. Is it better to kill? No, it's better to kill something. Yeah, we'll kill the Servant. And then we'll end our turn. They're probably going to get the loot again. I don't imagine I want to block that Tomebound Lich. Well, we do have Murder. So I think we wait because we don't really gain anything like from a real attack here. I mean, potentially we could attack with our Thief. And then Murder whatever blocks it, but I think flashing in the Cutthroat and then playing Murder might just be better. Yeah, it's okay. I wonder if they have Yarok. Okay. Well, now I think attacking with everything is actually worth it. Oh, except Dread Presence. I don't see why I would do that. But I'm going to attack with the other stuff. And then try to finish off the Tomebound Lich with a Swamp, if they let me. Hey, there's our Tomebound Lich. Looks like they're going to let me. Guess we'll play our Lich first. Well, we do have to lose a Swamp, but then we play one, so... Four are left in our deck. We have a 1 in 6 chance to draw them. Or they'll just scoop. Yeah, Dread Presence did get us there in that last match after kind of being absentee bomb for the whole rest of the game, rest of the draft.